Welcome to the Washed Up Managers podcast. I'm the host, Teddy Lecce, and with me is Danny Graham. Today we are discussing what I wish I knew questions that I'm going to be asking Danny. Danny, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Are you ready for me to start asking you questions?
Yep, I'm ready.
So the first question I ask you is, so this is around when you were in high school. How did you become a manager?
So, growing up, I didn't really have that many friends, and I had trouble making friends. And right around when I got into high school, I was starting to get really into sports. I wasn't really that much into sports back then, but going into freshman year, I started to love sports and everything. And my mom thought it was a good idea to join my high school's varsity hockey team and join them as their water boy, and to sort of help me make friends. And from there, I never looked back. I I was everyone knew me after I joined the hockey team. The players loved me. Everybody knew my name in the school, and I was friends with pretty much everyone in the school. And it was a really that's how my life really started, pretty much.
That's awesome. Do you have any highs or lows from managing in high school?
I do have a lot of highs. One high I can think of is during a senior night when I was allowed to dress and skate around during warm ups. Being with the guys out on the ice, it was really like a core memory for me. I felt like I was a pro, and probably a low was that we weren't really that good of a hockey team. We were kind of a bottom feeder throughout my whole 4 years at the high school managing the hockey team. Like my freshman year when I first joined, we had one win all season, and we had an 18 game losing streak as well. So that's kind of the lowest low that I had with the team.
Do you have a favorite game that you managed when you were in high school?
So for hockey, one game I could think of was we every day after Christmas we were in this 4 team tournament up in Gloucester, and when we would play Gloucester in the tournament, or it was a really fierce tournament. It was like a after Christmas tournament, and one of the teams we played was Westfield, and we were losing 4-0 heading into the third period, and then this was in my sophomore year, and then in the third period we scored on 4 unanswered goals, and we came back and won 4-3. That was one of the greatest games I've ever been a part of because, making that comeback, it was really like it was head spinning because we really never had that energy. Like we never had that sort of success in a game, but we came back and won that game, and that really set the tone for us for that season. Because my sophomore season with them, we were that was one of our more successful seasons.
That's awesome. What's something that you learned from managing in high school?
So managing throughout high school really, I learned a lot about myself as a person. Managing in high school really helped me grow to the person I am today. Really like it taught me like taught me how to be a person. Taught me, how to be a friend. How to have sportsmanship. How to how to live life, how to work hard, and taught me a great work ethic, taught me how to be a great team player and a great friend, and also like a great student too.
Definitely. Is there something that you miss the most about it?
Um, you know, um, Sort of the hype in high school sports. Not only did I manage hockey, but I managed football and baseball and soccer and all those sports. And the hype with high school sports, everyone turning up to the games. Well, it was really like it was something special because you're packed on the field and playing on the ice, every Friday, Saturday night, or Wednesday night, and the hype is something that's you remember for sure.
Definitely. Did you ever think that you would become a college manager when you came to Curry?
I wasn't really sure, but I knew what I when I was looking for college, looking at colleges, um, I sort of wanted to continue being a team manager because that's really pretty much all I've known since I was 15. And I knew I would eventually move on from high school. And when I did move on, what would looking for colleges, what would be my priorities? What would I be looking for? And quite honestly, Curry College and their athletics checked off every single box when it came to the college search. And I kind of knew in my gut that I was gonna end up there and ultimately be a team manager there. So when it came time to make a decision where to go to school, it was kind of a no brainer, and I was super excited for the opportunities.
Is there a specific reason to why you chose Curry?
I chose Curry because it wasn't too far away from home. It was just under an hour away from my house, so like traveling wasn't a problem, and it was also a small campus. So which was great because everything was within walking distance. The campus wasn't too big, it wasn't overwhelming. There was a decent amount of students. It wasn't huge or anything. And also their great academic support really helped too in making the decision to go to Curry because they had the PAL program, which really helped me succeed in college. And Curry had that strong community and family atmosphere, which was really great in helping in fitting in and adjusting to living by myself.
Definitely. Um, how did you become a college manager?
So when I got accepted to Curry and made the decision to go to Curry, I started the search of what sport, what team I would manage in college. So I reached out to a lot of the coaches, and eventually I reached out to the former football coach on the football team, and he got back to me fairly quickly and said that they're always looking for help, and they would love to have me on as a team manager. Um, and then after that, I contacted the former hockey coach on the hockey team and asked if I could help. And same with the football coach. They were always willing, happy to look for help, and they were more than happy to take me on as their team manager. And from then on, I managed the football team and the hockey team, and that was a really great experience as well.
Why did you pick the sports you did?
Um, so I picked football because I did football in high school during my senior year. So I managed a season of football, and I grew to really like football and managing football. And college, Curry College had a great historic football team, and I felt like managing the football team. I wanted to continue doing football since I liked it so much, and then um, I did. I managed the hockey team at Curry because hockey helped me become the person I am today, and Curry College was a great place to continue that. So, nationally ranked hockey team have seen a lot of success. It was an absolute no brainer to pick Curry for those two sports because they're my top two favorite sports.
What was it like working with a co-manager?
Um, so like in high school, I never had a co-manager. I was mostly solo and working by myself. And coming into college, when I was working with other managers, it was really helpful. Had an extra set of hands and working together. And especially on the Curry College football team, where I met my co-manager and eventually my best friend Teddy. We worked really well together, and we really were a duo. We really were a team, and in helping the Curry College football team win games and help out in practices, and it was a really great working experience working with a co-manager, especially a co-manager like Teddy.
Thank you. Same to you. What's the best part of managing?
Um, so for like college, the best part of working as a team manager is sort of the relationships you build with the players and the coaches, and as well as the skills you learn along the way. Because in college, when you're a team manager, you have a lot of more responsibilities, and learning those skills can really help you stay in a sports career and help you work in a sports team in the real world. So that was the best part for me, was learning and growing even more, as well as developing relationships with players and coaches.
Definitely. What's the worst part?
So personally, the worst part for me as being a manager is since you like learn skills and help the team win. Uh, I set really high expectations for myself. And when I don't reach those expectations or standards I reach for myself, I can be really hard on myself. Just having that mental battle, and helping the team win. You try your absolute best, and when you don't try your best, or you don't do a good job, or you don't reach your expectations, it's a really bad feeling. Um, so just that mental battle of trying to be perfect all the time.
Definitely. What would you tell yourself when you first started managing?
Um, I would tell myself to not be so hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes along the way. That you'll have good days, but you'll also have bad days. So like, try not to be so hard on yourself, and try not to be perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and also just have fun, just fun doing it, because you only have so many games to manage. You only have so many practices to work on. You're only a manager for so long. So, and also cherish every moment.
Definitely. Do you have a favorite game from from all the seasons of all the sports teams you manage?
Um, so for Curry, uh, for football, one game that sticks out to me as one of my favorites was um, probably my junior year when uh, we beat Dean, and we had a new head coach, and it was also his first win as a head coach. And that was a very great game, and it was very a positive memory and my favorite game for me. And then another game for football that I really like was senior year when we came all the way back and beat Nichols. That was such a great game. It was like a last play touchdown. That was really cool. The whole stadium erupted, and And it was a really great memory to be a part of. And for hockey, probably my favorite memory or my favorite game would probably be when we beat SUNY Geneseo in the NCAA tournament. We beat them 3-0, and it was really cool because it was our first NCAA tournament road win in program history.
Do you have a least favorite?
Um, Probably for football, probably my least favorite game was, opening Friday night at for senior year when we lost to Salve Regina, 48-0. That was a really very tough loss, for me personally. And then probably for probably for hockey when we lost to Endicott in the Commonwealth Coast Conference Championship. My junior year, we got shut out 6-0. It was very it was a very hard to watch game. They scored 2 goals every period. It was a 6-0 shutout, and it was a very tough game to watch because they suffocated us, and we couldn't really get a shot in edgewise.
What was the hardest part of managing?
Um, Probably the hardest part of managing is probably sort of the mental battle, if I'm being honest. Just sort of, you know, trying to be perfect all the time and, trying to go above and beyond when in reality you don't really have to go above and beyond. You just gotta get in there and work and, trying to go above and beyond, and sort of if you fail and you kind of get really hard on yourself, and it's kind of a vicious cycle. So that mental battle of trying to be perfect is kind of like the hardest part of being a team manager because you can only do so much.
Definitely. What's the funnest part?
Probably the funnest part is, being part of a team. When your team wins, it's a great feeling and a great thing to be a part of. You celebrate with the team, and you celebrate those wins, and being a team manager, you play a small role in that, which is very rewarding.
What are you going to miss the most about managing?
Everything from the from the players to the coaches to going to work every day, whether it's the football field or the hockey rink, just going to work every day and having fun with the players and the coaches, and sort of being around the people you love or being around the sport you love. It's just I'll miss everything about it.
What does your next chapter look like?
So I recently graduated from Curry College, and starting this August, I'll be pursuing my master's degree in sports leadership at Endicott College, and and another thing to look forward to was I recently just got the great opportunity of continuing my team manager career while in grad school, and with that being said, I'm going to be team manager for the Endicott College baseball team.
Congratulations on that. And last question is, what lessons and skills will you take with you that you've learned from managing as you continue your journey?
Probably like the life lessons and skills that I would take with me are sort of like um, just with hockey, just kind of like fixing equipment, and then working technology, and with the football team, filming and all that. Those are very valuable skills to have in the professional sports world. And I've learned a lot of lessons along the way too. And, um, just kind of, leave a program better than you found it. And I've left Curry College with a great work ethic and, a great deal of professionalism. And, since leaving Curry, I've become a better professional and a better person. And I truly feel ready to get a career in sports.
Well, Danny, thank you so much for answering these questions. I wish you the best luck in the future and for me and for taking classes at Endicott and managing the baseball team. Thank you for everyone that tuned in to the Washed Up Managers podcast tonight. This is Teddy Uechi saying good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.